Okay, so you said you saw a couple of ways to get some values of z. What did you see here?
You just need the square root of you just need this square root of 25 minus x squared to be an integer. For you need x to be something that makes square root of 25 minus x squared an integer.
Why do you need it to be an integer?
Well, I guess you actually don't.
No, but tell me why you thought you needed it to be an integer.
Well, I mean, it would just make it better. You need this inside here. You need this to be positive at least.
Right, you definitely want this to be positive because
you don't want imaginary numbers.
You don't want imaginary numbers for sure.
You don't want x. Well, x could be negative, small negative numbers. But
well,
actually, no, x can't be negative.
Okay,
X can't be negative or 0.
Well, that's interesting. What would happen if x was 0?
Well, this line would just be this side would just be 5, because this line here would actually just shrink, and it's just that side.
Well, it's interesting. How do you know it would be the whole side?
Because of our equation here.
What?
X squared plus y squared is 25. X is 0.
Yeah.
This side has no length. Means that y squared has to equal the hypotenuse of 25.
Right.
Well, actually, it would be a part of this side, maybe not the whole side.
Yeah, might not necessarily be the whole side, but this is an interesting case to take a look at. If we make x equals 0, this square root becomes square root of 25, which is
5.
So I get 13 plus 5, which is
18.
Divided by 4.
It's 9 halves.
Which is what?
It's 4. 4.5.
4.5. So the side length of the square would have to be 4.5 if x was 0.
But
Does that work?
No, because you have this length of 5 that has to be less than the side.
Ah, okay. So interesting. So we've come up, we've seen actually, despite the fact that it looks like I can plug in any value of x between 0 and 5 here, it looks like 0 actually doesn't work. Similarly, I think we'll find 5 doesn't work because that time this becomes 0.
It makes it work on the other side.
Yeah. So we found 2 values that don't seem to work. Do you know any values that do work?
Well, how about 2?
Okay.
Makes it nice inside the square root. That makes square root 16. Because 25 and this, no, that doesn't make it nice. Use 3. Because that makes it 16.
Okay.
And 16. So that square root's to be 4.
Right.
So you have 3 plus 4 plus 13.
Okay, so 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 13 is 20.
Over 4, so 5.
Okay.
This actually would be the first case for z that actually works, I think.
Why? Why do you think it's the first one?
Well, because this side, no. I guess z doesn't have to be, because before the z is going to be going out.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be the full side, but at least we know that a value works.
Okay, so 3, 4, then z, we found z was 5, so the side length itself was 5. So what's this part here?
That's 1.
1, 5, 5. What's this?
2.
2.
2. So we get 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So we did find a case that worked. Okay, can you find another case that worked?
Well, how about, it's exactly the same case geometrically, but x is 4.
Okay.
It just flips the positions of x and y.
Yeah. 4 and 3 works, and then again we get... So we found 2 cases that work, and they both produce a square that's 5. And we found 2 cases that doesn't work, x equals 0 and x equals 5, but x equals 3 and 4 worked, which is interesting. Alright, so the only 2 cases we've found so far that work actually produced a side length of 5. So what do you think now? Do you think this works?
Though this isn't, I mean, there's solutions, but there's not enough information to offer one unique solution.
Well, but so far, all we found is one solution, that 5.
For-
That's the only one
we're-
we found.
We're trying to find z here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to determine the square. So we've found a few that work.
I mean, it's like sort of because you're using sort of the same method, but it's different values of x that make 5.
Okay, so do you think the square is uniquely determined and it's always going to have a side length of 5, or do you think there are going to be other solutions?
I think it's always going to have a side of 5.
Okay, what do you think?
I think there might be other solutions because we haven't checked like 2 yet.
All right, let's go to the next video.